Hey guys, 681 Shadow, and welcome to my Boku no Hero Academia episode 21 review. Now, if you haven't seen the episode yet, the link to see it will be in the description below. Definitely go check it out because we have a bunch of the tournament battles that went down in this episode. We had 5 of the battles happen, and they were all very good. They're all very solid battles. So, to go into each of them just a little bit, the first one is Kaminari versus Shiozaki, Kaminari being from Class A, and then Shiozaki being from Class B. And so, for these two, Kaminari felt like that it was going to be an easy fight because he would just discharge his entire electricity against Shiozaki. However, Shiozaki's ability, her quirk, is that her hair is vines, and as long as she has enough water and sunlight, the vines will grow instantly. So Kaminari let out his full power, and Shiozaki just used her vines to block the lightning. So Kaminari was put out of commission, so she was just able to win against him by immobilizing him with her vines. So it was a really easy match for her, and Kaminari could have done better, but like we've seen he's not the smartest in the world. So then we go to the probably the funniest match second funniest match of the episode. We have Lita going up against Hatsume, and they made a deal without telling like the people who run the tournament that that Lita would be allowed to use support equipment because but then Lita reveals that Hatsume was like, we should have a fair fight so you can have some of my support stuff. So because both of them agreed to it, then they said it was fine. So they were fighting, and Hatsume wasn't taking it seriously at all. She was just trying to show her gadgets to the company CEOs, and they were all really just like, wow, why she's going on and on about like everything. They looked a bit annoyed with how she was going on and on about everything that all of her gadgets. But then eventually, when she ran out of stuff to talk about, she just walks out of the ring, which I actually found hilarious because you would think that she would want to go further in the tournament, show off her stuff, but she just surrendered because she felt like she showed everything. So then Lita is able to advance to the next round. So then, the next fight was rather short. Well, a lot of these were pretty short, but it was between the two people from A class, Ashido and Aoyama. And just a reminder, Ashido's quirk is I believe it's to be able to make a melting substance, and then Aoyama's quirk is the stomach laser. But if he shoots it if he uses it too much, then he'll get a stomach ache. So during the fight, that's exactly what Ashido aims for. She dodges the lasers until his stomach is like killing him, so she's able to come in and just knock him out. So Ashido definitely did really solid in the fight. Aoyama just he got pushed to his limit really fast because he has such a small limit. So then we go on to the next fight, which at least my personal opinion, I was surprised on how this fight went out because it was actually a lot quicker than I expected it to be. Because we have Yaoyorozu being really smart, being able to create a bunch of things versus Tokuyami. He has the Dark Shadow, which defend him and can attack. But during the battle, Yaoyorozu was unable to sort of multitask, and she was trying to make a shield and then make a weapon so she could fight the Dark Shadow, but Tokuyami was able to push her out of bounds before she was able to even make a weapon. So that was really crazy, and that just shows how powerful Tokuyami's quirk is, because now we see it not hindered by Kaminari's lightning like it was in the cavalry race, and he's pretty powerful. But then they go on to the final battle that happened, and this one was actually hilarious because it's hilarious because they've just been showing how hilarious these two are together since the sports festival began. Kirishima versus Tetsu Tetsu, because their quirks are basically the exact same. So they have like a full-on fist fight, and because they're basically equal, it ended in a tie, and they both knocked each other out. And it's funny because like the entire fight, they're like punching each other, yelling at each other. It was actually hilarious. But but in the end, it was a tie because they both knocked each other out, and then they said that they're gonna find some other way to decide who wins that fight. So, and while that fight was happening, um, Ochako was in the waiting room because she needed to calm her nerves because she's fighting Bakugo, which is definitely understandable because Bakugo is like one of the strongest in their class. Um, Probably I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would really have to think about that whether Todoroki or Bakugo is the strongest in their class, but definitely Bakugo is really up there, um and and Ochako really wants to just prove her worth, kind of thing. So the episode ends off with Bakugo and Ochako standing off on the ring, about to start their match, and once again the cliffhangerness because I've actually been waiting for this fight because when I saw that Bakugo was gonna fight Ochako, that was really crazy because you have a sort of support-esque quirk against a full-on offensive quirk. So that fight's really gonna be good next week. I can't wait for it. Um but looking into a bit more into the future, because I feel like Bakugo versus Ochako is gonna take up the whole episode or most of the episode. Not only because of the build up for it, but also because the next fight after is Midoriya versus Todoroki, and I feel like they're gonna take their time and do that in its own episode. So that's all I have for this episode. It was a really solid episode. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comment section below. I definitely love to look as my phone just went off. But thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all next time.